Okay, Assalamu
Wa
alaikum. How are you, bro?
alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Alhamdulillah. How about you? How's your studies
Alhamdulillah.
going on? How's your teaching? May Allah give you
Alhamdulillah,
some good.
everything is okay. Thank you, Abdullah.
Alhamdulillah.
Can you
Alhamdulillah. I have
introduce
told
yourself?
for sure, for sure. First, let me introduce myself. So my name is Abdullah. Omar. I'm originally from Uzbekistan, actually. I'm from city called Tashkent. Maybe a lot of people they know. Then I studied in UK University. Uh, then I moved to US. So while I was studying, I have been practicing teaching. Then we moved to Istanbul with my family, and currently we're living in Istanbul, working in international school, and so practicing with my students, teaching them, helping them
MashaAllah.
to get into the universities and to work like as an educational consultant, and working in all aspects in all fields of the studies, actually educational field. So this is what we are doing. And currently I'm studying masters also, masters in Liverpool John Moore University, also in the education management faculty. So
MashaAllah.
this is a little about me. uh, so you can introduce actually yourself. So actually I prepared some several questions so
Okay.
that to check your speaking abilities, but you can start, no problem, Yani.
Okay, but I want you to start.
So, uh, what I was thinking, when I was following you for a long time. We are with my family actually teachers together, and so we have been following your classes and lessons as much as we could, and so my family is also, studying Arabic. Uh,
MashaAllah.
for us it's new, but slowly, alhamdulillah, you know uh bit by bit, we're trying to learn, inshallah. So this is the main thing. I know about you very well. So but maybe a lot of things maybe I'll discover also. uh Hopefully my speaking is not too much
Very
fast.
good. Your
It's okay
speaking is
for you?
very good.
Tamam. Alhamdulillah.
Excellent.
So what I was thinking when you have said about speaking Czech, or English Czech, I was thinking about to use the British IELTS system, speaking system, so
Mm-hmm.
that it will show actually your speaking ability. So
MashaAllah.
yeah, maybe you have heard about that before.
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh,
IELTS in general,
yeah,
IELTS, yeah,
everybody knows.
not academic.
There are two types, general and academic. But the thing is that academic IELTS should be appropriate for you because you are actually the academic person, as the
No,
but academic.
academic IELTS will be hard for me because I just
Uh-huh.
I I went to one class in academic IELTS and it was
Mashallah.
so difficult, so
Yeah,
difficult
yeah, yeah. So
because
we'll
it's
see.
not it's not only about your level in English. There is something you have to prepare to it.
Mm.
Academic IELTS. Just even maybe you speak good, but in academic IELTS, it's not just speaking.
It's the same like academic IELTS. It's the same like you know Arabic literature.
Mhm.
Academic Arabic. This is this
Mhm.
this is that level. But yeah, the general IELTS also, appropriate for the people who are working,
Yeah, yeah.
who are in business, or who are in fields of practice. So this is good too. So I was thinking about let me see, inshallah, and so
Okay.
you know trying to take you out from your from your skin, from your corner. It will show me, inshallah ta'ala. So I'll try. Just anyways, don't get nervous.
No,
It's
no, it's
okay.
okay. It's
This is
okay.
this
Of
is
course, it's okay.
typical questions. The system will be in an IELTS system, in a British system, which
Okay.
is very much efficient, very much, a very professional way. That's why this is
Okay.
what I found as a teacher, and as a person who studied in London also. I could see that it's very much professionally structured as an exam.
Mhm.
for these students. That's what. But the system we will follow that system, inshallah. But I'll try to make it not like academic level, but in a
Yes.
normal level.
Okay. Thank you.
Hopefully, if it's something not clear for you, just
Of course,
stop
I will
me.
ask you. What did you say?
Yeah. If it's something not clear for you,
Yes.
just stop me
Okay.
and ask me for
Of
clarification.
course, I will ask you.
Tamam. Okay, let's start. Just the first part, we will have 3 parts, and it will take just around 15-20 minutes all, inshallah, so it will not take a lot of time. So I know that it's very late in your place now, but we'll try to make it easier, inshallah. So first part, we'll be talking about like general topics, general questions about you, general life. Then we'll go into these specific topics, inshallah ta'ala. So the first question, can you just small, in a short way, can you introduce yourself? Like main life.
Yes. My name is Khasu. I'm from Chechen Republic. I'm a teacher, an Arabic teacher. I'm married, and I have 2 sons.
MashaAllah. Are you a student or you worker?
I'm a student and a worker.
And the work.
And at the same time.
At the same time, isn't it difficult?
Yes, it is difficult.
It is difficult.
I think, because when you do 2 things in the same time, you can't focus in one side.
For sure, definitely.
Yes,
definitely. This is the same.
I don't have any other choice. I have to work. I must work. I must work to be able to study.
Yeah. This is the same what I'm experiencing. I understand you. Inshallah. Do you have many friends?
Actually, no, I don't have many friends because when I was a child or when I was young, I have many friends, but with time, just only the best friends are left with you or stay with you. So I have only 5 or 6 friends.
How often do you go out with your friends? What friends you have, Yani? Latest that you have.
Okay. In Malaysia, I have 2 friends. One of them from Yemen, second one from Somali, and maybe one time a month we go out only, because I don't know, we don't like to go out. I don't know why, but in weekends we are sleeping because sleep is not enough, because we are studying. We study in the morning, and every day we need, or we hope to sleep well. So weekend is a good chance to sleep.
Yeah, I would agree with you, actually. Another question. Let's change the topic. Does your name have any special meaning?
My name, I don't know about the meaning of my name, but I was named after one Chechen hero. His name was Khasu, and he was a warrior. And yes, I was named after him. Because my family was know him. My family knew him because he was from our village. So after him, I was named after him.
MashaAllah. So is your name common or unusual in your country?
No, I know. In my life, I have heard about 3 or 4 Khasus in Chechnya. One of them is young, but others are old men.
MashaAllah.
It's old name now. It's not common at all. but is very Chechen name. So if you meet someone who called Khasu, you should to know that is Chechen.
Chechen, mashallah.
It's only
Mashallah.
Chechen name.
Mashallah. So another question: Do you like to read a lot?
Read, actually, reading is what I love, but don't do. Yes, I want to be a reader who reads a lot, but you know, I'm used to use social medias,
Okay.
and I'm used to read short topics in Google what I want to know. So when I read something more than 100 words, it's boring for me, and unfortunately. I try, I work on it, but yes.
Okay. But do you have some kind of topics that you're interested in? For example, some special books. For example, someone is interested in fantastics, another one is interested in, I don't know, in classics or something like that.
Okay. Yes. The topics which I interested in are languages or linguistics, and we can say psychology or modern movements like feminism, atheism, like that. Yes. And, what else? Yes, like that. Linguistics and ideologists. Ideology. Yeah.
Ideology.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting.
Modern
then
ideologists.
Why these topics are interested actually for you? Why are these topics interested for you?
Linguistics, because
you work.
Yes, I'm a teacher, and I love to think about languages, about grammar, why people did like that, why people say like that, and don't use other way to say the same meaning. And I love to compare between or among languages. And for example, when I study English, I compare English grammar with Arabic grammar, and sometimes I find something similar, and but yes, like that. So I find it interesting. I find it interesting, and I enjoy. And ideologists, how can I say plural? Ideologists, one ideologia?
Ideologies.
Ideologies, because we live in this time, and there is a lot of ideologies against Islam, and you should to know about it. At least there's the basic things about this ideology, because maybe you will meet someone who is following these ideologies, and yes, you have to know, you have to be familiar with these ideologies in general, not to be very good special expert at it, but yes.
That's excellent. Interesting. So thank you. So the first part we finished. We'll go to the second part of the speaking exam. Now, just what we're going to do, I have sent one screenshot to your Telegram account.
Okay.
If you open, there is one topic, and you know the questions that specified questions. What you have to do, you'll take a time, like 45 seconds to prepare. You can take notes, and you have to speak from 1 to 2 minutes yourself. So I will not be interrupting you at all. You'll be just speaking about this topic. Okay, so it will be just pure presentation from your side. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get it? It's about
This one?
internet.
Okay.
Yeah. So think about, take time, and I'll give you inshallah 45 seconds. Then you can speak. We can take notes even for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Are you ready? Yeah.
Yes.
Tamam. So your time starts. You
Okay.
can start. You can start.
Okay. Internet. What is internet? Internet is a global web, not community, but is I forget. Okay, internet is something we need. We can't live without it. And how often I visit it? I use internet every day, many hours, and in when I connect with when I speak with my family, when I study, when I watch something, when I want to take a rest, all of these things in internet. So what kind of site is it? I don't understand what kind of site,
Yeah,
but what
website.
kind of information is it offers? Website?
Yeah, it talks about
which I use.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I use Google, of course, and YouTube. I can say in general, I use YouTube. I love to watch videos. I don't like to read, but I like to listen, to watch. And there is some kind of people who prefer to watch to read, and I'm from this kind of people. And what kind of information it offers? Of course, internet gives you what do you want to know, whatever it good information, fake information, right information, like that. What do you want? You can find there. And but I like to read about how I said, as I said, about religion, about linguistics, about modern ideologies, and explain why internet is useful, but also we can say sometimes it harm people, because it's like a knife or sword. You can kill and you can save lives. And so it depends on your using, or how do you use it. But for me, internet gave me everything. I could say everything. My studying, my work, for example. I work as a teacher in internet. So without internet, I couldn't go Jordan. I couldn't work online. And in internet, I made a lot of new friends. I met a lot of people, and they every day they share some good information. For example, in Facebook. So every day I learn something new from the best experts in their spaces. Can I say?
In their spheres. Yeah,
spheres, really?
Yeah. In their spheres.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you very much. It was very interesting. Thank you. So the second part we finished. Jazakallah khairan. Now in the third part, actually, it's not something different, but we'll go into the more, longer questions. So this is related to internet, but we'll go into more, as you said, more, ideology. I'm trying to go into the more difficult questions, maybe. So you have spoken about internet, and what would you think? What's your opinion about the? Is it more harmful or more useful?
It's a hard question, I think, because it's something like a philosophy question. Philosophy question. But of course, it depends on you, on yourself, and how do you use it, as I said. But for me, just I can share you my opinion, my experience with internet. I benefited from internet a lot of things, knowledge, for example, knowledge. And I have studied some things I couldn't study without internet. For example, something about religion, something about languages, and also internet. For example, especially in languages, internet is very useful because there is a lot of lessons in YouTube. For example, you can sit at your home and study. Don't travel anywhere. Don't pay for anyone. Just you can study in your home. The only one thing you need it's your the only one thing you need you have, it's your phone.
You have it.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have it.
Yeah.
And but of course it depends on yourself, as I said, because I could study English in my country in internet, but I hadn't how can I say, I hadn't self-control, discipline. I don't know, discipline is correct? Discipline in English.
Self-discipline.
Self-discipline.
Yeah.
Yes, self-discipline. So I have paid a lot of money to study, but Alhamdulillah, I'm happy because I when it's about a long time, I can't study in internet. Just if it's just only 1 hour, 2 hours, it's okay. But months in internet, it's so hard for me, and I prefer to pay and have a good result.
Thank you. Very interesting answer. Now, we can go to the more specific question. So let's talk about the accessibility of internet for youth, for the small kids or for the small children. What do you think? What is the age that would be appropriate for the children to get an access to online?
Yes, it's this topic is very important nowadays, because I think everyone has this problem in their families, because sometimes it's so easy to give your child the phone and take your rest, do what do you want to do, and child was just will watching videos and won't say you anything, he will quiet. So it easy way, but the question we have to ask, is it correct, is it right to do that? Even it's good for you, but is it good for child? So I think we from the beginning we have not to give a child a phone when he cries. Yes, cry.
Yeah.
When he cries or anything else, you have to find other way to keep or to make him quiet, by games, by toys, anything. Just don't show him a phone, because if you show one time, he will want more, and it's like a drugs for children. So I think maybe after 14 years, when for example, when child is reach to 14, maybe we can give him a phone with the internet. But before, you can give him a very basic phone, or how can I say, very cheap phone, just for connecting, for calls, not for games, not for YouTube, not for apps. only for call him, and don't give him a smartphone. And I think 14, when a child understand what is correct, what is wrong, we can give him phone with apps, with smartphone. But before, you have to control. Even if you give him, just you have to control this. Look what he's watching, what he's playing, which games, because some of these games is very harmful for children. It's not only about some about women or some this kind of movies. No, it maybe you see this movies, this game is very very, okay, say it's normal game like war games, but maybe there is something harm your child, like some ideologies maybe, or some words, some phrases, some pictures. It's not only about women or this kind of stuff.
Topics.
Yes.
Thank you. Excellent. So the last question, but not least, you're not tired? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I enjoy it with you.
MashaAllah, alhamdulillah. So
before I have spoken. I have spoken with one brother. His name Samir. He's 16 years old, and we have spoken about 1 hour or more than 1 hour.
MashaAllah.
It was just, yes, in English, of course, in English. And it was like normal conversation about languages. And because he's so young, he didn't have any plan to speak. Just we spoke about real conversation. It was interesting, but his level was, mashallah, very, very, very high in English. And he also was a polyglot. He knows Arabic, he knows Turkish and English, and his own language, Bashkir, and also he studies Spanish or like that. So he was interested in languages.
Actually, for the person who knows one language or two languages, it's easier for him to learn another language. This because you make yourself ready, and then you're trained. Actually, you're trained.
It's exactly what we was speaking about.
We were speaking. Tamam. The last question also regarding internet, but it's now we will turn into the education topic. What would you think about effectiveness of online and offline teaching? Which is more effective for the students, from the students' perspective?
It's a little bit hard question, because I'm teaching online, and if I start to critique studying online, it will have some effects for my salary. But to be honest with people, I used to tell my students every time when they asked me, how do you think about going to Egypt? I used to say, go. If you can, go. Without any thinking, without any doubts, go. Because it's not the same. It's not the same level when you go to any place, and when you pay a lot, when you live with the students, it's something different. You can't compare between these ways. You can't compare. It's like land and sky. You can't. But when you can't go to other country, yes, you have to study online. You should to study online. You should study online. But for example, me, I came here because I have studied Arabic before in Egypt, and before Egypt, I used to study in Chechen Republic, in Chechnya. So when I went to Egypt, I saw the difference between studying in your home country and studying abroad. It's not the same thing. It's not only about hours, studying hours. No, it's about your view or your feeling when you go far away from your friends, when you left everything you love to study. So every hour abroad, you know, your vision, can I say vision, not vision?
Yeah, you can see vision or viewpoint.
Yes, your viewpoint is different. So you, in your country, you can sit and watch movies sometimes and play games, but when you pay every hour, for example, $10, so it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
And also from some benefits when you go abroad, even it will take you a lot of money, but I think it's worth.
Yeah, it's worth.
It's worth it, because in a few months you can improve your language, your skills, and maybe if I didn't come here, maybe it would take me 1 year, but here in a couple of months I started to speak, not very well, but it's something. I can say I know English, but not very well, but I know English. It's not something new for me, something strange, something dark. No, it's now a language I can speak. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, very interesting. Jazakallah khairan. MashaAllah.
You.
Actually, regarding online teaching and online studies, online studying and teaching is very much effective if you are self-disciplined person. Actually,
yes.
It really it saves your time. Actually, the time is also one big factor in the life of the people.
Yes.
And especially if you are so busy person, you can't leave your place, your position, or your family. You're in the situation where you can't travel. Then for sure, online would be working. And actually, this is better than nothing.
It's a very good solution.
Yeah, it's a very good solution. And at the end, you will have a good basis. And if there is a chance then to travel or to go, so it would be for you very good opportunity, because you already will have a big, scale. Basics. Yeah.
For example, I have some students. They didn't go anywhere. They studied with me. In 8 months, they start to speak, and others went to Egypt and spent there the same 8 months and started to speak the same level. Sometimes, but of course, as you say, it depends on your self-control or self-discipline.
Yeah. But in the case of coronavirus, for example, if you are forced to stay,
but Corona taught us to study online.
Now online became so much popular, and if you use your time and the methodology properly, so for sure it will be very much effective. And also it depends on the ages of the students also. The student's age also depends. And if the kid is very small, and it's difficult in online, but if the kid is a bit older, or the teenager year, he can do a lot even through online. Thank you very much, Hassan. It was very nice to talk to you. We have discussed a lot of topics, a lot on different conversations, and I'm very, very surprised actually to know that you have this kind of level of English. For
Thank
sure,
you.
I'll give you
So
feedback.
happy.
For sure, I'll give you feedback. I'll give you detailed feedback actually as the instructor in English. If you send me actually the recorded version of your video, it would be very nice so that I can rewatch and retake your mistakes, because now I couldn't take the mistakes. I couldn't take notes
But
since
even me, when I watch my videos, I saw these mistakes.
A lot of
So it's
things,
useful, very useful.
Time, it's very useful. Actually, I use this method, with a lot of students too. So it would be good if you send me. But the small thing that you have to do, maybe tomorrow morning you can do. I'll send you small text. So you'll have to, morning now, not now. You'll just read like 10-15 minutes. Give your time 10-15 minutes, and just you can send me as the voice message on Telegram, even as a summary. What have you understood from the text, as a summary of the reading topic. So that would give me a more, a beautiful understanding, a real complete understanding of your, speaking and understanding. That would be very good.
I want to ask you, if you have a time, just one question. There is general IELTS. I can pass, not pass. I can write it, not to write. Sdat exam. I can
pass.
I said I can pass it, but its price. I think $200.
So the same with academic. The same with academic.
Yes. What do you think about it? Should I do it for myself, or not?
Just a question then before. Is your work,
no, I don't need IELTS. I don't
require
need
university or something.
No. I don't need.
If it doesn't require, no need. But if it requires, yes, for sure, I would advise you to take, because at the end,
just for myself to be able to compare. For example, maybe this year I will pass, for example, and next year the same, to see.
Actually, the questions that I gave you, it's not from general IELTS. This is mostly from academic IELTS questions. So you could, as you see, you could have, answered, and you answered well. Yeah, there are a
general
lot of things.
IELTS is easier than that.
Then look, general IELTS is the type of IELTS only for those who are working. My charge is going out, but I'll try to make it faster. So, but academic IELTS are for those people who are students or university, academic people. So it's the level, of course, academic English is bigger, the higher, but the general, no. So the general is pretty much for the people who are working. So this is so I will give you the mark. According to the feedback that I will give you. I'll give you probable mark. So for example, in general IELTS, you would get this probably. This is according to my experience. And in academic English, in academic IELTS, you have gotten this. So this is what I would give you, so that you will understand pretty much where are you, in which stage you are, and what to do actually. So inshallah.
Thank you. Barakallah feek. God bless you, my dear brother, teacher Abdullah.
So I'll send you
put your links. Give me your page in Instagram or anything you want. Inshallah, I will write it in below of this video.
That's not a problem, inshallah. That's not a problem, inshallah. So thank you very much.
So interesting, so exciting. Thank you very much.
So anytime you can approach, anytime you can ask and call, inshallah ta'ala.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, Abdullah. Happy to get to know you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Have a great night, inshallah.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.